Mrs. Kariva.
Here.
Treasurer, Mr. Gazik.
Present.
Secretary, Ms. Turkpak.
Here.
Solicitor, Mr. Karpovich.
Present.
Engineer, Mr. Yanuzzi.
Here.
And Planning Commission Solicitor, Mr. Dean.
Here.
Thank you. At this time, I'll open up the floor for public participation on agenda items only. Hearing none, we'll move into the meeting. We're going to skip in the interest of time, and because Mr. Dean was able to join us today to represent the Planning Commission, I'm going to skip to new business number 13 on the agenda. And number 13 is a motion for approval of Service Electric / Marmel Industrial LLC minor subdivision.
This is a minor subdivision that was brought before the Planning Commission. We accepted it to review at our November meeting. I served as conflict solicitor down there for this project. Engineer reviewed it. The applicant met all the comments provided by the engineer, met all the comments provided by Schuylkill County. The engineer recommended it for approval, and Planning Commission did recommend it for approval to the supervisors. I'll ask the engineer if he could just explain very briefly the subdivision.
Okay, the subdivision is a small subdivision of approximately 0.44 acre down along Springwater Boulevard, and it is for the use for utilities for Service Electric to put a building on it.
And again, it was accepted for review in November. Between November and December meetings, the engineers worked together to address all the engineer and Schuylkill County's outstanding comments, and the plans were revised and recommended for approval at the Planning Commission's December meeting to be forwarded to supervisors for their consideration.
Yep, including two waivers, which is one item which is fill near a water course to allow a waiver for a fill to be placed within 100 feet of the existing water course. The reason why we're allowing that waiver is that there is no major earth disturbance down there. It's just going to be some small fill added for around the building and so forth. So I see no reason why that would not be allowed, as well as stormwater management and drainage to allow a waiver for stormwater requirements due to the size of the project. And the requirements are, as well, is that the amount of new impervious done on this lot is really not new impervious. It counteracts what was put in, that was taken off when the old buildings were removed. So there would be no net increase of impervious based on what it was prior to now when the fire company buildings were there.
And the Planning Commission approved both waivers.
Okay, so
we need a motion and a second.
I'll ask the board for a motion to approve Service Electric / Marmel Industrial LLC minor subdivision.
I have to abstain from the vote. I have a conflict of interest.
Mr. Chairman, you can make that motion.
I'll make the motion. Is there a second?
All right, at this point, I don't hear a second. Under the law of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, Mr. Rava, I'm obligated to ask you, this is a subdivision land development project, and in order, if you're going to not second or vote no, you have to put your objective standards on the record so the applicant can deal with it if applicable.
I vote no because it's more than just a building. There's propane tanks, generator will be there. I'm voting no.
Okay, with that, I will instruct the board that at this point we'll have to invoke the rule of necessity. The rule of necessity is both codified and case law, which provides that on a 3-member board, if one board member has to recuse themselves due to a conflict and the other 2 board members are in 1 yes and 1 no, the board is deadlocked. Under the rule of necessity for a 3-member board, Ms. Dangenson, despite your recusal, you are allowed under the law to vote for this. your recusal is lifted. That's not, it's on the record, but you were allowed to vote on this under the rule of necessity under the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania law, including the principal case is Stellman v. City of Allentown. So with that, we have a motion. Again, the statutes can now vote.
Okay, and just for the record, my husband is the owner, the principal owner of Marnell Industrial LLC.
So you can second the motion,
I'll second it.
and then there will be a roll call.
On the question, Mumi, aye. Atchison?
Aye.
Kariba?
No.
Motion carries.
I appreciate you guys accommodating my schedule. Thank you very much, and everybody in the audience, and here, have a great Christmas. Hope you all have a great Thanksgiving.
Thank you, Janet.
Thank you.
Take care. Good seeing you. All right.
So next we'll ask, I'll ask the board for a motion to approve the November 11th, 2025 regular meeting minutes that were circulated via email and also printed.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
On the question, Mumi, aye. Atchison?
Aye.
Kariba?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next we'll move into the treasurer's report. Mr. Geiser?
Okay. So as of November 1st of 2025, in our general fund, we have $353,674.81. We took in $54,726.43, paid $32,451.32 in bills, $16,072.05 in payroll. We transferred $148,619.37 to our PIB account, and I'll go into that more later. And after all those subtractions, our ending balance is $211,258.50. Our late fund beginning balance, $24,557.82. Took in $1 in interest, paid out $42.71 in streetlight bills, ended with $24,506.12. Fire fund started with $5,309.59, 22 cents in interest, ended with $5,309.81. Zoning funds were $58,558.50, took in $177.41 in permit fees, paid $6,064.50 in bills, ended with $52,671.41. For service tax fund, we started with $14,758.24, took in $22,043.27 in taxes, paid $780 for the vehicle loan payment, and ended with $36,083.51. For the state fund, we started with $202,891.30, got $6.88 in interest, paid $1,921.64 in bills, transferred $148,613.38 to the PIB account, and then ended with $52,354.16. For our recreation fund, we started with $2,115.38, got 2 cents in interest, paid $167.46 for the supplies for the Legion for the Christmas, and ended with $1,947.94. No activity in the fire escrow. And then for the PIB account, we started with $100. We transferred in $297,233.75. We paid $297,233.75 for the first payment application on the project, and ended with $100. So just to go a little bit more into the PIB loan stuff. So Department of Transportation's taking some time to go through and before they can do the money. We have everything done, everything's been sent to them. It's just on their end, they're waiting until they have authorization to deposit, the funds. So we asked is in the meantime to get the contractor paid because we proved that application last month's meeting. They said that we could go, and I have it's in writing, in an email, so they said that they could do this. That we could go and we could essentially use the PIB account and just reimburse ourselves when the money comes in. So that's what we did. All right, in terms of bills, not much more to go over out of the ordinary here. I know Wendy, you'd asked about the rock salt. The rock salt was, how much was that here? $4,200. I think that was 2 loads. It's expensive stuff. And that's CoStar's pricing too,
I know.
so that's not even like, you know,
What's the time?
well, it was two loads, so, yeah. So, which we're gonna need to use probably tomorrow, so be safe from the snow, so. And then, just on the, one,
We have to
Do
meet.
so much.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
you have to buy
do
so much too,
anyway,
yeah.
so I always get it in the beginning of the season, so we're filled.
yeah, it's good, it's good planning. So, one more thing with the, that loan from the, what was it, former police vehicle, now it's transferred to the code vehicle. We had made a motion in the past to pay that thing off. So it's finally able to talk to the people, they're at the USDA, they're already in the federal one, so they're going to be giving us a quote to get that all taken care of, to pay that off, so we'll get that paid off then. And that ends a whole bunch of stuff that they make us do for that. And then, I guess, there's gonna be more, we have more stuff to do on the taxes and stuff, but that's essentially it for the treasury report.
Great. Thanks, Mike. I'll ask the board for a motion to approve the treasurer's report and to pay the bills that were presented.
If I ask just one question,
Sure.
Mike.
Sure.
I see there's another bill for Dave Urban. Did we ever call anybody else for tree cutting? I think what I gave you,
That was emergency work,
Yeah, that
though.
wasn't,
but he said that nobody ever called him. And when I talked to him last
Yeah,
week,
because
he is very interested.
well, because we're gonna try to buy a bucket truck, so I hire somebody for, equipment.
You know, having a bucket truck and chainsaws is one thing, but having people that actually know how to cut trees down is another. I mean, it's not easy to do.
To trim a limb.
Our guys
Well,
know how to
there's
cut
trees.
trees down,
Well,
they just don't
I
have
know.
the equipment.
I'll ask the board for a motion to approve the treasurer's report and bills that were presented for payment.
Make a motion.
I'll second it on the question. Moving aye, Danchison,
Aye.
Kariva.
I,
Mike, I understand you have a little treat in store for us.
All right, yeah, well, we did this
We look forward to
last
this
year
every
too,
year.
right? So we had it on for this year too, so if you go and turn your attention to the back, or you can turn your chairs, yeah. for a presentation. So this just goes over everything that, on the we'll see how it turned out. So, let's see if this can go forward for me. I tested it 3 times, so let's see, there it goes, okay. So, what we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about the budget a little bit about the numbers, the grants, our parks that we built and have done, the road repairs, upgrades around the township in the building and elsewhere, the repairs that were done, ordinances that were passed, and go from there. So, let's get to it. I like this slide, low taxes, large accomplishments. Based on the 68 municipalities in the county, if you look at the list, we're the 5th lowest in our real estate tax millage. We're the lowest based upon all of our neighbors. And we're at the 17th consecutive year of no tax increase. Everything goes through what it is budgeted. Ask how's all this stuff get done? That's what we do. We have, just to put the taxes in perspective, if you pay $1,000 in county municipal taxes, $900 would go to Schuylkill County, $100 goes to East Union Township. So that's based on a little pie chart up there. So based on only 10% of what your county municipal tax bill is, we have all this work to do. So that's why getting grants is extremely important, our free money. So the grants that we got between this year and last year, some of them stretch on. They stretch on to like 2 or 3 years. So we got the Brandonville West Side roads. That was a state discretionary grant. That was $250,000 that we got to do roads in Brandonville. You probably see them. The American Legion Playground with all the nice new equipment and everything that you're going to see on future slides. That was $50,000. The comprehensive plan for the DCED. Joanna's still working on that, and our board to do that. The Miners Memorial Park. That was $150,000 that we had donated as an in-kind donation. And then we got the North Schuylkill landfill, which will count as a grant, but that was $209,000 from the North Schuylkill landfill that we got. So all that was $764,000 in grant funding. So if you look at that, our budget for the year is like right under $700,000. So we got in the past 2 years, all of our, like pretty much our entire budget in grant money, which is pretty awesome. Wow. So. just for some accomplishments, we got beautiful parks, paved roads, new website. We're going to show you in the future slides. So if you remember the Myers Memorial Park, that was a great time. I think everybody was there, everybody from the board. Dominic, you were there, and we went and we dedicated the park. So this was an idea, Kyle, I don't know how long ago.
6 years.
Yeah, so it predated, everybody here. So we came up with the plans and everything. And
Dilapidated buildings.
yeah, had everything demolished and, built a nice, beautiful park. So that beautiful park was completed there late in the summer, and it was dedicated on September 14th, and we had even Polka Joe.
Polka Joe.
That was a lot of fun. Look at the American Legion Park. This is everything new in it. So you'll see all the new playground equipment going in there, the new bench and the new nice play set, and then the pickleball court and everything going in. So that's now open and ready, right? And kids can go play. Probably not right now, it's a little cold, but later on in the spring, summer, they can go and play again. So we had 20 years of damaged roads, and these were fixed in 2 years. So we did Elm Street in the Township building. When you come in here, you'll see that. We did in front of the post office, if you remember that one. We did Green Mountain Road, Trailer Road, entire town of Granville, Second Boulevard with the Grant, and then, just recently, Old Mill Road with the PIP. So if you look at some of the pictures that we have of before, and then after. So you can see we got the bike lanes because we're going to be a walkable and bikeable community, so we can get more roads fixed and more grant money. And we have the beautiful asphalt. I mean, that's amazing. So I'm sure some of you probably were able to drive on some of those roads and experience them for yourself. In terms of the repairs and maintenance that we did, Danny could give you a big whole list. He's been busy, Danny and Wendy, on the roads, getting everything done. So all the boxes and pipes, oh my goodness. They were like terrible, terrible shape, all nice and better. So we got 4 new upgrade boxes with lids on Center Street and Shepton. All the water repairs, all the pipes, you're going to see the pipes in the next slide. The 3 major repairs on Pole Road, so the problem on Pole Road was pretty bad. So if you look in there, you can see the pipe, how it looked before. I don't think you'd want that draining any water anywhere. And then we got nice new pipe and culvert boxes that were put in this year, so pretty neat. I couldn't even believe that pipe could even go like that. It twisted all those shapes, just like playing Twister. Here you'll see the drains and everything. We're turning drains that didn't drain anything, hardly, barely well, into nice new drains. They'll have everything, all the water will be going in, and there'll be no more water and silly stuff on the roads. That's that great water engineering over there. Stormwater management.
Thank you,
So this is
Dominic.
all before and after. And we got other township upgrades that Nita mentioned. So we replaced all the burned out lights in the township building here and then also around the township. We got the heating and air conditioning systems now, so the building's nice and climate controlled. We got the new water conditioning system so that the water's not orange as it used to be. We got a new security system. We repurposed the code vehicle and we had extra code enforcement in the summer. So our code violations, I wasn't able to get the number, but we went up a lot in terms of code and different issues that are getting addressed.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. And then we got the 2 state-of-the-art digital speed signs that are in when you come to the township building and then when you come into Brandonville. We did technology upgrades. We got the server, we got the website, and then we got the beautiful Christmas lights that you'll see hopefully going home. We got a nice website here. So our website provides people with an easy way to look at the information. So you'll see the agenda was posted, the treasurer's reports were posted, the minutes were posted. We're doing our best to keep up with the website as we had. This website was also free, thanks to Mary. It's a free upgrade of everything here. And our website, it has standard privacy concerns. It doesn't go and track any bad information or anything like that. Another milestone for the township, the mortgage on the township building completely paid off and satisfied in 2025. That happened around the beginning of the year. That was March or April, I think, if I remember correctly. So we wiped off that debt and got that away so that we could work on, debt for the roads and things that are, better investments for the township. So keep going. We got new and updated ordinances everywhere, so we posted the roads, we did the burn ordinance, so that Burbank was in effect, because it was dry a little bit this summer, so we're trying to keep everybody safe there. We got we're working on data centers, that's coming up for the review right now. And then we got the code appeals and the fee schedule, so we can get one of these in the township. So thank you to our solicitor, if everybody gets a clap. We'll do a clap. So what we try to do here at East Union Township, and just in Schuylkill County, is we try to win for the people. So all of our wins are your wins, the roads are your wins, the grants are your wins. Trying to keep the taxes low wins for you guys. And I think that that's what everybody here works for day in and day out to do. So, thank you to everybody in the township, all of our roadmaster supervisors, engineer, cops, firefighters, everybody here who helps make our township great, tax collector. I have to remember, there's so many people, it's hard to, so I don't want to forget anybody, but they should all be up there on that slide. So, and thank you to the people in this township for making it a great place to live. So that's the end of our presentation there.
Thank you, Mike. Great job. Excellent presentation, Mike. Next, we'll move into the solicitor's report. Mr. Karpovich.
There was an appeal in the case of Good versus East Union Township Zoning Board. Everybody remembers, it was an appeal of the enforcement notice issued by the zoning officer. I didn't know if you wanted to intervene in the appeal. If you do, you have to make a motion.
Is there a motion from the board?
I'll make a motion.
What does that mean? Don?
So we would intervene, we would be a party. So under the MPC, we're allowed to do it as a course, almost as a right, because the municipality is always a party in the zoning hearing proceedings. And in this case, the zoning officer issued a notice of violation that they appealed. Were you at the hearing? So you guys voted to have me there, and I attended, and I prosecuted it with the zoning officer. They since took an appeal. So if you guys want to participate in the appeal, there'll be an argument, there'll be a brief and an argument.
Oh, so good appeal that.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to know that.
Yeah.
There's a motion on the floor. Is there a second? I'll second it. On the question, Mumi, aye. Danchison, Kariba,
Aye.
motion carries.
There's just a couple correspondence. There's a tax appeal with, has a good Polish name. What is that?
Kalkowitz.
Kalkowitz. He filed a...
Kaslavitz.
Yes. So you were off a little bit too. I guess they were...
I was off a little too.
Kaslavitz.
It appears based on this appeal that they were reassessed at $628,800 for their property. They had an appraisal done that they said it should have been $520,000, and the board issued an opinion at $628,900, so it actually went up $100. So through Bob Matt as their counsel, they filed an appeal. We typically don't get involved in these things unless there's a reason you wanted to be involved. I'm just gonna, you guys agree with that, right? We don't need to get involved with the county, fight it, and, okay, the other thing is the correspondence. We got a letter from Feeneyville Road Solar 1 LLC. They had a site improvement bond that they're just replacing with a different bonding company. And it appears to be in order. It doesn't require any action. I'm just giving you an update. This is the original vote. Mike, we should keep it in a safe place in the township.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Just never have to reference it. And then the other thing is we are working on zoning amendments. We're basically going to incorporate Jack Rowley. He was doing amendments for a year and a half.
Years now.
Yes, through the work. So I have all those. We're going to refine them and add to them maybe a little bit. And the other thing is we're going to look at revising the map. I need to get with the engineer though to do the map. and you said you could redo the map, right, Don?
Yeah, I can. I did get the map from Jack Riley, but it's not editable form, so I kind of gotta redo it. But probably the best thing would be to sit down and go over the map and see if there's what areas need to be adjusted, and then I could just recreate it, and then have an electronic copy to edit in the future.
So we need to maybe do that before Christmas and then have something for you for January, or?
Yeah, I can make you, yeah. Do I just want to come to your office, Donnie?
Yeah, that would be a good
I'll
start.
just print it out, because I took a picture of that map. I'll print it big and then we can mark it up at your office and I could go from there. Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
Have you researched all the like changes that happened since that map and now, so that the map is correct? How do you do that?
We're just gonna assume that this map's the current one,
It's
and then,
not.
It's not.
and then we're gonna add to it, make changes based on what we think.
Do you have like times of change? Do you have like those documents maybe in the township records?
There's some, yeah.
If you have all those and make copies, I could just look through them and try to figure out what changed.
Or we could just work from this map, and everywhere you made a change, it probably, most of the time made sense anyway, right? And sometimes there was changes to the same property several times, depending on who was in office, but,
Yeah,
I mean,
I just know that when they look at that map, like zoning, it always says like it's wrong. I mean,
Well-
Henry used to yell at us
So
because it was wrong.
we need to fix it, so, yeah, absolutely.
I could
the
get it
other
up.
thing, maybe the colors, we could get,
Oh yeah, I'll make it better.
they're hard to read.
I'll make the colors much nicer, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So we can look at that in January, or you should have something.
Yeah, I'll meet with them and we'll work on refining the map, and then we'll have, I don't know, work session in January. Probably a work session just dedicated to that. Because we have some other ideas too, or will bring us into the next century. Okay, that's all I have, thank you.
Thank you. Next, we'll move into the engineer's report, Mr. Yanuzzi.
Okay.
Oh, one thing, I'm sorry. David Popiak's in the back, he's our sewage enforcement officer. So anybody who's gonna put a sand on their septic system, David's our SEO. We were, had the opportunity he met here before the meeting, so we asked him to stay during the meeting so he could introduce himself. But he is your SEO, and we're trying to work on getting some of the past records so we could share them with people who make requests regarding records. Everybody knows there was a flood in the basement that makes some of the record keeping difficult at this time. And you guys are down the basement, I didn't go, but nothing salvageable down there, right? Or...
Nothing sounds.
Okay, so that's David Popiak, he's your SEO. So if you have a problem with your septic system or you want to install a new one, he's the guy you call. And he'll attend all your sewage needs. Thank you. Sorry about that.
Thanks, Dave. Go ahead, Dominic.
Okay, so on the, for the supervisor's consideration today, there's a motion to adopt a resolution for the township to adopt a walkable communities initiative, and that will help with grants as well as help build upon what the township has done with all the other roads within the township. So it's a resolution which we'll be able to include in all the new grant applications, as well as on December 17th, I'm going to be presenting in front of the Northeast Pennsylvania Alliance on the TASA, the Transportation Alternatives project that was submitted, and I believe, if I remember off the top of my head, it's for a grant for about $650,000. So that would go a long way with that as well. So I guess on the table is for the supervisors to consider the walkable communities resolution.
I'll ask the board for a motion to adopt resolution 12-01-2025 for a walkable community initiative.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it. On the question, Mooney? Aye. DeAngeson? Riva?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Okay, next item on the agenda tonight is to advertise the meeting regarding the special assessment for properties along Green Mountain Road in Humboldt. Basically, it's just an informational meeting for the, we're gonna just say property owners and anybody else in the township.
We thinking before Christmas or after?
I say after Christmas at this point in time.
So if we do in January, maybe we could do it the same day as our work session when we do our zoning and stuff.
Get it all done. That's a good
Right.
idea.
Yeah, it took some time to get the letter together and everything else, so I think it's best that, we schedule it after. So when is that meeting, Charlie, that work
That's
session?
good for you.
It's a good question. So you guys reorganize on the first Monday. It's not a holiday, so we're gonna have our meeting for January 5th. We should advertise the meetings. We should so you gotta advertise your reorg if you're gonna make it your meeting too.
So you
So
don't have
we-
to, you
so
don't
we
have to
gotta-
advertise the time?
Yeah, we should advertise the reorg in our meetings for next year. Are we meeting the same day or? should
Well, we can advertise the reorg now, because we're gonna reorg on that Monday, so that we know.
And we're not gonna have the same meeting, we're not gonna have a meeting that day.
No, just reorg
Reorg.
everything.
Right,
typically
that's-
what
Do we
do.
have to
Right.
advertise that? The
Yeah.
reorg?
Yeah, because
I asked that 10 times.
I know, but the law says the time and the day
I
and
know.
everything, but advertise it anyway.
Okay.
It's right in the second class township code, so. Yeah, I would advertise it so you have the date
Okay.
and the time.
Time.
Yeah.
What is the date of the reorganization
It's
meeting?
the
First Monday.
It's the first Monday after, the first Monday of January, unless it's a holiday, then it's the
January 5th.
following, so it's the first.
What day is good for the work session? Do you have a day?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Just want to do it, the end of the month in January or beginning of January? Probably the end, huh?
Do we know when the meetings are gonna be in January?
No, yeah.
They didn't say that, okay.
I think the beginning of January would be better, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you want to do the 7th or the 8th?
Yeah,
Let's do the 8th.
Both days, both of those days are good
Seven's
for me.
We
The
do the
8th,
following,
Christmas.
can we do the following week? That's just not a good week.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Which day?
Like
I have an
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
I have an arbitration, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Thursday night, maybe. Thursday arbitration.
The 15th?
I'm good on the 15th.
15th at 5, or
15th at 5 is good, yeah.
you want me to advertise it? And then
Yeah.
I'll put it in for the
Yeah.
reorg too.
Advertise that
What meeting's on the 15th?
The work session.
Just the work session.
work session as well as the Green Mountain Road and Humboldt, so that way we're,
Yeah.
when will you be able to send those letters out to Jessica for all the businesses?
Just make it for Thursday, January 15th.
At 5 p.m.
Fine.
Yeah.
Should we do the Green Mountain Road thing
We are.
first,
Yeah,
and then our work session?
yeah.
Yeah,
Get that
special
done, then we can
meeting.
Go to work session.
Should we do it at 4:30?
Yep. Okay, 4:30.
So
Can
4:30
we make
to
it at 4:30?
The
Five
reorganization.
five is better.
5, let's just,
Until I get out of the office, it might be.
Okay, so Thursday, January 15, 2026, 4:30 PM is going to be the work session and the
No, 5 o'clock. 5.
5
5,
o'clock.
not 4:30. We're gonna do Green Mountain followed by our work session.
And you're going to advertise both of those meetings, Don?
Yeah, I'll do the reorg and the work session and the
Is the
Green
reorg,
Mountain.
we'll make sure at 5 as well.
The reorganization will be January 5th at 5:30. 5 or
Join the-
5:30?
Can we do the reorg at 5?
You could do it at 5 if you want.
It's only reorg.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then do 5?
I prefer.
No, we can't.
Why don't you take
So then that
But
Green
we do it
Mountain
for
Road
5:30.
is
Okay.
5:30?
5:30.
now 5:30.
Reorg 5:30,
5th is at
work
5.
session
I know.
5:30.
And January 15th is still at 5.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put the other one.
Good. I have a whole bunch of markups there. Okay, then Jessica will get out the letters to all the businesses this week.
January
motion.
15th, 2026 at 5
Did you guys
p.m.
motion advertise or?
Is there a motion to advertise the work session for the 15th at 5 PM?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
On the question, Moving, aye. Danchison,
Aye.
Grieva.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Okay. Motion to approve payment number 2 for Ronnie Folk paving. I didn't get it yet, so we're gonna table that until next meeting.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Sounded nice.
I have it, I thought I would have had it by today, but I did not, so.
Anything else, Dominic?
No.
Motion to table.
Oh, yeah.
You want to motion?
Wait, why don't you just let it die? Just let it die, I'll put it back on next month. No.
Well, Sunday, both on its own, is that a motion?
Motion to table approval of payment number 2 for Ronnie Folk paving.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
On the question, Moving, aye. Danchison,
Aye.
Grieva.
Aye.
Motion tabled.
Good. Thank you, Dominic.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think that was his shortest presentation ever. Dominic.
That's around the clock.
Good job, Dominic.
Wait till January.
January, wait.
Your shoulders sore from the last report.
Next, we'll move into the roadmaster report, Mr. Danchison.
Guys, the trucks are ready to plow. Depending on what we're gonna get, they're ready. We made sure that, the guys also got the Christmas lights up. And I drove by tonight, the park downtown looks fantastic.
It sure does.
Wonderland.
We did it.
When's Santa coming?
It's like Gabarty's
Saturday.
Saturday, yeah.
Follow the lights to Gabarty's house.
You have to be a kid though to collect the presents, so you don't open it, don't get anything.
We have the guys in advance cleaning out all the culvert boxes. And any debris, trees, or anything that's laying in where the water should go has been cleaned and addressed before the storm, before the snow comes. So they've been hitting the entire township, making sure that everything is cleaned up. So I can assure everyone here that it's been done and we're ready for whatever comes. And the guys, they have a little project going on down in the park for that walkway. They have that's prepped.
Yes.
Is that good enough?
I could add to that. I didn't see it yet. They just really finished it up today, so I'm gonna take a look at it on my way out. The sign for the park should be in this week. We're gonna put the sign up, and then I'll have DCNR come and do the final inspection to release the funds. And then if there's a couple warm days, I understand like after the next 2 weeks it's supposed to warm up. If it gets above 40 degrees, we can pave and finish that. But DCNR is okay with just the compacted stone as the walkway to close it out.
I think we should.
I was thinking we should probably wait on the pavement until we start the spring.
They can do that too as well. Yeah,
But they'll release the funds with, you said, with the...
that's what they
with
said.
the
They said
gravel.
they'll release it with just the compacted gravel.
I think we're
Yeah.
there. I looked at it, it looks pretty good, I think, but we'll see what you say.
The last thing real quick is Wendy and I checked every brand new road that was just done. They're pitched and crowned beautifully. All the water, there's no standing water anywhere. It's like unbelievable how nice of a job everybody did, especially in the entire town of Granville, because we had some rain and a little bit of slop. It's draining fantastic. That's it.
Thank you. Next, we'll move into the zoning report. Yes.
Okay,
Yes, sir. Sorry.
we have 3 applications received this month from the UCC. We have code review this month, which was 1. Permits issued this month, which was 1. There are 0 under review. Zoning applications received this month were 4. 0 were denied, and 4 were issued.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you have the code officer report?
I do. Hold on, let me go through this text message. Civil charges filed on 2 condemned buildings. Settled a junk complaint and 1 NOV. That's all I have.
Thank you. We'll move into old business. Number 9, I'll ask the board for a motion to adopt the 2026 budget as presented.
I'll make a motion.
Yeah.
The budget that was discussed by Mike last meeting,
Yeah.
right, so we
Yeah,
never,
that's
we never really got together and talked about it. I'm saying, this is,
Did you have questions, or?
well, no, we never really discussed anything. We usually try to go over, the supervisors together try to go over everything, and we didn't really get to this year.
It's pretty similar from the 2025 budget. A little bit more money for police salaries in an effort to recruit qualified officers, but other than that, there were not many changes, Mike.
No, we
Did
had
you
it,
just go off the
okay.
last year's?
yeah, we had it for, since the last meeting for comment and everything, nobody commented or said anything.
How about this, reassessment, is that going to affect our taxes at all?
That's the next.
I know that.
Yeah, it's not. It's going to lower the village with the value up, so it'll be even at the end of the
The
day.
revenue is the same at the end of the
I
day.
just wanted to make sure that
Yeah,
was
it's a
correct.
break-even millage.
Okay.
Do we have a second?
You made the motion, Wendy.
You can make a motion.
Deb just made the motion.
I'll second it. On the question, Mumi, aye. Danchison, Kariva,
Aye.
motion carries. Next, I'll ask the board for a motion to adjust the real estate tax rate to the break-even rate, consistent with the countywide reassessment. Millage rates are to be adjusted as follows. So essentially, Mike, the only thing that's going to change is our previous millage, which was 1.79. The break-even millage is 0.377. Again, the revenue will be the same because of the reassessment, correct?
Yes.
For the general fund.
Right, and it's broken
The
down.
special levy for streetlights was 0.33 mils. It'll be 0.07 mils, break even. The special levy for fire protection is 0.33 mils. It'll be 0.07 for break even. And total millage, instead of 2.45 mils, will be 0.517 mils. I'll ask the board for a motion to set those rates.
I'll make a motion.
Second?
I'll second it. On the question, Mumi, aye. Danchison,
Aye.
Kariva,
Aye.
motion carries. My 10 and 11 are essentially the same, weren't they?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you
Not
that.
necessarily, because you do need to do
two.
two, that's per the county, so.
All right.
And essentially, like, ththese are like that .5172, I just want to say too, is that's the county provided, number there too. So we didn't do the break-even millage, like,
They
this
did.
was, yes, basically
They
the
sent
county,
it to
yes,
us.
so I just
The
want to make
county
that.
tax
sent it,
assessment.
yeah.
Yes, and then I just tried to include the little information on the agenda, so if you take before reassessment, 1 mil. So if you add just 3 zeros to that, that was the value of all the real estate in the township, was $105 million. So after the reassessment, the value of all the real estate in the township went up to $500 million. So then, because the value went up, those millages are going down. So with that new millage, we're going to get the same revenue as we did last year. So it's equivalent to no tax increase, and that's the county's calculations. We're just only based off that.
The ones they help are the ones where the municipalities at their full rate. So by the reassessment, it drops, and boroughs could go up to 30 mil, any borough at 30
Well,
mils.
we're
How
allowed
many
to, we
reassess?
can bring it up 10%. We can do that. Does anybody want to do that?
No.
And you didn't in your budget either. You just adopted the budget.
17 years of no tax.
I
We
know.
don't know why.
But we were able to do that.
Yeah, we're nice.
Yeah.
You did.
We did it.
I'll ask the board for a motion to set the 2026 tax rates at break-even rates consistent with the budget.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
On the question, Mumi, aye. Anderson,
Aye.
Kariva.
Aye.
Motion carries. Number 12, this was discussed last meeting, motion to advertise for purchase of a bucket truck.
You're gonna give me the spec, or
I think we should sit down and kind of come up with what we're looking for and how much we want to
you
spend.
guys give me a spec, because you wanna get a used one, right?
Yes, it is sooner than later, so we advertise it.
If you motion advertising, get me a spec, I'll put it in.
I'll ask the board for a motion to advertise for the purchase of a bucket.
So I don't need to be the negative Nelly here, but where will the money come from for
The $209,000 we got from the landfill
which is
association.
fabulous, but, I mean, we did get the $200,000, and should we think about maybe using that $200,000 to help pay off one of our loans?
Well, I think we pay off the building. We're going to pay off the
We have
code
all-
enforcement vehicle.
We have a bunch of loans though, all the vehicles, and we did have a bucket truck. It's sat out here for years, never being used.
So Jill, you just made the comment that you want to hire someone to cut trees. We want to buy a bucket truck so we can do the work in-house, and you're not in favor of buying a bucket truck. So I'm a little confused.
Because if you hire somebody to do it, you don't need a bucket truck, they have their own.
We need a bucket truck,
But
because
the
we're
chief-
constantly bothering North Union, and they're gracious enough. They always say yes, and they even provide us people if we need them to help us. We always have projects going on in the township. We don't want to buy a brand new truck, but a used truck. We should have one.
We should. I think the needs of the township are there. I think the money, investing $40,000 or $50,000 of that money that was essentially free money from the landfill association is a good investment for the township. It's something we could use, in my opinion. What's your thoughts?
Well, it's great to have one, but in the past, we did have one. It sat out here for years and years, and you got rid of it. Nobody ever used it.
No, we got rid of it because it fell apart. It wasn't maintained.
Because it just sat and rusted.
It was used, it wasn't maintained. A lot of things weren't maintained, unfortunately.
I don't know, we just have so many loans out. We keep buying and buying, which is fabulous, because we're getting a lot of things, but, it comes to a point that, we have loans to pay off. And getting that $200,000 was just the God, it was jackpot. I was just hoping maybe we could pay off another loan, or every vehicle we have is loaned. We have so many loans. That's just my opinion.
How many loans do you have on vehicles? One.
No, the
Truck.
yeah.
Oh, the truck.
there's two,
And
yeah.
we're paying off the one.
Right, yeah.
And the one dump truck is almost paid off.
We'll take it under advisement.
Yes.
I'll ask the board for a motion to approve a motion to advertise for the purchase of a bucket truck.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it. On the question, Mumi, aye. Danchison,
Aye.
Grieva.
No.
Motion carries. Next, skipping to new business, 13 was already taken care of. Number 14, motion to approve quote for renewal of cloud backup appliance and upgrade. So Wendy, we discussed this with our IT folks. The problem that we're having is that we're out of backup space for backup of all the, bless you. Bless you. We're out of space for backup of all the computer systems. and
That's
server.
the table.
So this quote, and this might be something that we want to kind of look at in more detail. This would be extra backup space for the township server. So all of the computers that are connected to the server, police, code, secretary, treasurer, get backed up every night to the server at 11 p.m. and we're running out of space. So this would essentially give us enough space that we can kind of continue to back up those computer systems. That's, I think, a wise investment, in my opinion. We created a server where everything is kind of linked, so all the township information is backed up, so there's no more missing files. There's none of that anymore. So for $500 for the more space a year, I think that's kind of a good
Is
investment.
that only $500?
Can we also have them come in and look at what
the quote for renewal cloud backup appliance and upgrade.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it on the question. Mooney, aye. Danchison, Kariva.
Aye.
Motion carries. Number 15, motion to approve quote for modern security standards including email protection and multi-factor unauthorized access attempts and renewal of Sentinel-1 endpoint protection. So I'm not an IT guy, but the problem that we've been having is there's been multiple attempts to hack into our email account from outside people, entities. It's happened multiple times now. So in discussions with our IT folks, they want to create an authentication program that you have to do a dual sign-in to get into the email, into the township system. We found, what's it called, spyware? Malware on our computer, and in speaking with the IT guy, there was concern that there were people or entities trying to access our computer system from outside.
So that allows an authentication
It
for
would be a dual
emails.
factor, so you have to sign in twice. So my understanding is you'd sign into your email and then it would ping your phone and you'd have to sign either with a fingerprint or a code to get into your email system. The same would probably be true with logging into the computer system. Just when you log in, you'd have to put in your password. It would ping the device. You'd have to put in that code in order to get into the system.
Like to your phone.
Your phone, I think there's an app on
Only if
it.
it's a new device.
Oh, so
I asked him
remember.
that question. Only if it's a new device. So if someone else is trying to access your email from a new device, it will text you that someone is trying to get the login. So it's not every time we want to get into our emails.
The fact that people are trying to break into our email is concerning, to say the least. There's nothing there that is concerning, but the fact that somebody's trying to break into the system is concerning to me. Is there any questions from the board?
And that's Sentinel-1, I guess, that's something that we didn't choose to do the first time. We wanted to do everything. And we don't need all that, we only need it for certain
You should
emails.
reduce that. So it's not just the 1,600.
Do you want to table this and maybe go through this a little bit more?
You have to narrow it down to
Just
just certain
to-
emails.
Yeah.
I don't know why you have 8 emails anyway.
Well,
Yeah, we
because
have
we have code,
the police.
some,
Treasurer,
the police,
secretary.
treasurers.
Doesn't the code have their own emails?
Yeah, but we really wanted to use the township email.
Because the problem is, in the past, let's use zoning for example, when they left, so did all the emails. So when we needed to get an email because somebody was told something in the township by the zoning officer, we don't have access to that.
That Gmail account that someone had access to privately is gone. We have no access
So
to
we
it.
wanted to make sure that when people leave the township, the emails stay
And
with
that
the
we have
township.
records here. That's the problem. We met with Dave tonight. I mean, people were filing perk tests and the township, there's no records here of anything.
No.
How do you should have a property file for every property you deal with, have a history of that property, so every time you deal with it again, you know where it was, to know where it's going. And that's not happening, so there's really,
Well, it's happening now. It
yeah.
didn't happen.
It
Yeah,
didn't
you
happen in
guys-
the
Now
past.
we have
We're
great
working to get your
records
ducks
now.
in a row.
Yeah.
They weren't even in the neighborhood.
So I'll ask the board for a motion to table the approval of that quote until we can go through it in detail.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
On the question, Mooney, aye. Danchison, Kariva.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, I'll ask the board for a motion to approve the Northern Schuylkill County of Government's bylaws change. Currently, they're meeting monthly, and they want to meet only quarterly. So all municipalities within the Council of Governments has to approve that bylaw change. I have no issue with it.
No. Well, they cancel them every month
Yeah,
because
there's
nobody
not
will.
enough activity too.
We went to that one about the assessments, the email.
That was actually crowded that day. Usually it was 4 people.
because people wanted to know what was
You
going
gotta
on.
serve
with
breakfast
this.
or lunch,
Yeah,
and you'll get more people.
Did you make that motion?
yeah.
Is there a second? I'll second it on the question. Moomin, aye. Danchison,
Aye.
Kariva.
Aye.
Motion carries. 17, discussion on recovering the asportation of stone from EUT road project.
I don't know what that is.
So it's my understanding, Jill, that there was an agreement made between yourself and the contractor to store equipment on your property while he was paving in Brandon.
I never spoke to them. Never. I asked my, because we've been accused of this, I asked my husband, never spoke to anybody. Then I was told my brother-in-law spoke to him and asked me what was I talking about. We never spoke to them.
Did you receive stone for allowing them to park on your property?
There was stone in the lot, that's a public lot that everybody goes through. We figured they just left it there, that they had it, the school bus stop, and for the public using it. We never asked for it. We never spoke with them, never.
So where's the stone? I'm confused. Who has it? Or who has the stone?
So
They're in Brandonville, there's a lot that
it's not a public lot. It's your
everybody
lot.
goes through it.
Not everybody.
Maybe you don't, but everybody goes through it. The
Never.
school bus stops there.
Okay, and there's stone on that lot, or?
Not on the lot where everybody goes through, on the side of the lot. So we noticed it was there for, I don't know, 7, 8 days. And on our way to last month's meeting, because we had to pay the contractor, we called and said, hey, there's a couple extra things, like, are you gonna do this, are you gonna do that? We have to pay you the lots and on the agenda. Oh, by the way, there's 2 loads of stone that have been sitting on the Kariva lot for the last 2 weeks. Where is that going? Oh, I made a deal with Joe Kariva directly
And I made no deal with anyone.
for 2 loads of stone. That we could park our equipment on the top of Old Mill Road, which that little triangular piece is owned by them.
So she said she didn't make any deal, so where did the stone go then?
Well, you told us last meeting
I
that
thought-
Dominic made the deal for
That's
you.
why I
but
did
put
it
it
in
your
writing.
email.
We did. I did deal in writing.
Excuse me, you're out of order.
This is ridiculous.
You're out of order. Please
It's
stop.
not ridiculous, because if it were my husband that did it or Kyle that did it, it would be all over the news everywhere. There cannot
No,
be
it wouldn't be.
negotiations behind the supervisors and the board when there's contracts involved.
There
You
was-
cannot do that. You did it before I was a supervisor with the millings.
I
You
did
took the
not.
millings and everybody just shut up about it, nobody did anything about it. It's
It's
still
common
sitting on our
practice
property.
when, paving
And he
equipment
also
used-
said you're allowing them to hunt on your
I don't
grounds.
know whoever said that. I
Danny
never
has
spoke with
property right at the bottom of Old
them.
Mill
Why didn't you
Road.
put it there then?
They store it on your property all the time. Nobody gets $1 or anything for anybody. That's not what
This
you
is
do.
very rich. For getting $100 worth of stone.
It's not
These have a
$100.
300,
You
300
see how much loads of stone
So
cost?
you
It's
think
not
that-
$100.
So you
road
did
paved
that.
down your driveway.
You did get the stone then? Is that what
The
you're saying?
stone was there.
Was
I
there?
didn't ask for it.
So would
Where'd
you
it
take
go?
it, or
Where'd the stone go?
did you take the stone if it was there?
Yes,
when we
it's
gave it
now
to you?
We
spread on
spread
the
it out that people pull in and out and the bus.
That's
parks
not
there.
true,
How do you
Jill.
get
It's
that
on the top of Old Mill Road. That's where they put the
Oh,
stone.
we never, I asked my husband, my brother-in-law, let's think about it. Who would be advantage of that? Maybe, you are selling 25 acres at the bottom of that road. It looks really nice there now for, people to come, the road's paved, there's a bike lane.
But the stone's
It's
on
more
your property.
advantage
The
to you than
stone's
to
on your
us.
property.
It doesn't make any sense.
We never asked for that stone. Never.
It needs
Just
to
show up.
stop. It happened before. It needs to stop. She cannot be, while we're all at work, she's out hunting down these contractors when they're out on the road,
Wendy,
doing
I
these
never
jobs.
spoke to them.
You tried to get them to get all of the millings that were coming from the east and west side of Brandonville. You wanted them,
I did
we
not.
stopped them.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
I never talked to them. I don't even know what the guy
So is
looks
the
like.
stone spread on her property
Yes.
then, or?
Yes, it's there.
May I, as the roadmaster?
Yes, you have the floor.
So, the gentleman that ran that job, Dominic, what's his name? I have it in my phone, was it?
Joe Edmondson.
Joe. So, from day one, up in Brandonville, they were putting a box and piping. And they realized that they didn't have enough stone. So they asked me, and I asked Wendy, and Wendy called you, if they could get 4 ton of stone out of our pile. With them, the deal that we made is that they were gonna replace it. So Colin brought the stone down, okay? Colin reminded me and Wendy 10 times, they owe us a dump truck, not a track, so a dump truck load of stone. Which, I was there, Wendy and you spoke about it and got permission to give them stone so they don't slow the job up. So, when they were almost done, Wendy and I saw the guy that runs that job, that Joe, and I said, Joe, that stone that's on the Carivas property where is that going? Because you guys owe the township a load of stone. No, that stone stays there. And then he went in, we didn't ask, that's how it all came out. I asked him because I want the stone back that they owe the township. So he went and explained that he made a deal with Wendy. We spoke to the guy in person. He said that he made a deal with Jill.
It looks like. I never even spoke to the guy.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm just telling you what the guy said.
Well,
Obviously, if you're correct, he made it up. But I have to, we don't want to get blamed for taking a stone, because before you know it, I'll get blamed for taking a stone.
That's right. It's enough.
The Joe manager, who was incredible to work with, and he did a fantastic job.
I don't know, because I don't even know what the guy looks like.
He said that he made the deal with you directly.
And he worked with you before when they did the dirt roads.
With
He said so he dealt with you before.
when he was with H&K. But he said that he made a deal with you for 2 loads of stone, and you were going to allow him to hunt the property. And I don't want to get the blame for the missing stone, because they spread the stone out on your lots. 2 locations.
What type of stone is it? Or
It was modified stone.
what's loads, like triaxle loads?
Well, I would say, in all fairness, there was 2 loads. The 2 loads probably were equivalent to 1 triaxle load, which is approximately 22 ton. There was in the neighborhood of a triaxle load of stone there. And I thought that it was for the rest of the job and what they owed us, that they borrowed from us with permission from the supervisors.
So if there's a job and there's leftover material, that should be ours.
Correct. We went over this last time. Kyle and I had to tell Dominic, the stone is the township's stone. Any millings, anything is the township's. You call Colin if the contractors don't want to go down and pick it up and put it anywhere. Call Colin, he'll come and get the materials.
Well, we have a bigger issue.
We constantly have to intervene because you're always out there trying to negotiate these deals behind the township's back. You did it last time. It's not a lie.
Well, then we have an issue. If the guy's a liar and lied to us what happened with the stone, Dominic's going to have to get the guy to come up here and tell us what happened with the stone.
But you
Have
told
him
us
come in
last
here
month
and
that
he can look at my face and have him come to the next meeting. But I want him to say that I talked to him, because I didn't.
Jill, that's what he said.
Well, I
You
didn't.
told us last month that Dominic set this up.
Because I didn't.
You didn't.
Because I didn't, so I just figured Dominic had it dropped there.
Hang on, we're not there yet. We're not there.
How do we stop this from happening? Because we have a lot of road projects coming up, and I'm tired of babysitting while I'm at work. I don't want to have to run around and make sure that she's not negotiating these
Well,
deals
we're gonna have to do it
behind our back.
we're gonna put it in the contract bid specs that if they do a contract with the supervisor or supervisor's family regarding any material or work or service that they have to reimburse the township in like kind for those costs.
There's a lot of property around that these contractors could put their equipment on for free. Period.
We're gonna have to address that in the bid spec. I don't know where you get your 22 tons of stone back though. Where did the millings go that time?
They're still sitting on the Kariba property. They're still there.
Which the millings like paving a road, we could use the,
Well, we use them all the
For a
time
day.
to do stuff,
Yeah.
on the dirt roads especially.
We need them right now to fix the red roads, the dirt from
It's
Mars.
perfect on the red roads.
make a motion to conduct an investigation. You're the chairperson, we can have public hearings and subpoena people.
There you go.
Is there a motion to conduct an investigation regarding,
Wait, did you make a motion on 17 yet, or is that getting
That's
tabled?
what he's doing now.
we're doing it now.
Not that he wanted to make a motion to
Okay.
conduct an investigation.
Okay.
Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it on the question. Mumi? Aye. Danchison?
Aye.
Kariva?
No.
Motion carries. So we're going to go into executive session, but there's no decisions that are to be made, so we're going to go out of order. I'll open the floor to public participation on non-agenda items, and then after that's completed, the board's going to go into executive session to discuss personal matters and litigation. But again, we're not going to come back out, no decisions will be made in executive session tonight. So at this time, I'll open the floor to public participation on non-agenda items. Did you have a question?
Yeah. Where's the bus
Just
stop?
please state your name for
Oh,
the record.
Caroline McCall. Where is the bus stop that you guys are talking about?
I don't know, you mentioned it, but we're-
The bus would always stop there for kids up on Pole Road to come down into that lot.
Wait, Pole Road where?
It's not Pole Road.
Trailer Road,
Yeah.
yeah, Trailer Road.
Parents,
Trailer Road and Green Mountain Road is a bus stop. Anywhere before that is not a bus stop.
because the bus was always there waiting for kids and everything, and everybody drives through that lot, you know they do.
Oh, you're talking right across from where DeLuca's garage was. Yeah, they drive through that lot, yes, yes. It's not technically a bus stop.
But they drive through it.
Yes, because, yeah,
I was there late.
Now that it has our stone on it, maybe it's a public property.
I don't know, but, and what's a red road?
The dirt roads.
the
You know all
special
the
bird.
dirt roads that are pink? Like half of Old Mill Road
Oh, yeah,
and Pumping
okay,
Station
all right,
Road,
yes,
those roads.
yeah, okay, all right. There's a red road. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Do you have anything else? Ben?
Huh?
Do you have anything else? Oh, thank you. Yes.
Was there a police report or did?
No. No, just, we don't have an officer in charge yet, so it's been, there will be.
Can you just
I
state?
thought I fell asleep. Edwina Madaskevich.
Thank you.
Patent Office, 10th Street. I wasn't here last month. The power line project, it was in the paper, it was very vague. Is there any concrete plans for that, or?
So, no, there's no concrete plans. Our understanding in meeting with PPL was they're looking to obtain right-of-way access for a potential future expansion and to connect, I guess, this corridor from the industrial park down through Sheffield Oneida to a current line that I think runs down through the Nuremberg area, if I'm correct in saying that, if I remember correctly. So they're looking for future expansion and to add, capacity on the line, I guess with development in the industrial park and stuff like
Didn't
that.
Joe get a map that you could share?
There was
Do you
a
have a
map.
map, Joe?
I got the same map that was emailed to this office.
But no concrete plans right now, Pat, so. We're concerned as well. I know that a lot of residents are concerned
Well,
because
are they gonna do it through the backyard? Hopefully they'll use their head, but
it's concerning because it runs close to the corridor where you folks live along 924. So it wouldn't be far from your house from the map that, and we could show you that map. I can get you that map if you
It'll
want
be
to
a
look at it.
500 feet.
great, I appreciate that, thank you.
Well, they didn't really commit. They said it could be. They don't know the size yet. They were very vague with details. At least that's what I took from it.
Yeah.
So I'll get you that map.
Thank you.
Anyone else with comments? Yes, Mary?
I just wanted, Mary Ann Petrolak, on 53 West Market
Thank
Street.
you.
I just need to remind everybody about the tree lighting on Saturday, and the food starts at 4 o'clock. We kept it in-house this year. We do not have a food truck. And the program starts at 6, and in case Mr. Yanuzzi is still interested, Santa Claus will be there after. And there's just really some lovely, lovely things down there that the kids have a chance to win. Please come and support us.
As a board, we're happy to participate as well.
Absolutely, yeah, you've been very generous.
It's going to be a good day.
Saturday at 4?
Saturday at 4.
Any other comments? Thank you. I'll ask the board for a motion to go into executive session.
I'm not gonna attend an executive, I'm not going in there. I feel threatened in there. I called PSATs, they told me I don't have to go in there. Last time I was accused of breaking into the office, listening to phone messages where I don't have a key. I was told if I thought the last 2 years were bad, just buckle up, because wait for the next 2 years. I'm harassed in there, I feel threatened.
Not true.
I'm not going in there. PSATs told me don't go in there, don't put myself at that risk, so I'm not going in.
I'll ask the board for a motion to go into executive session. I'll second it. Thank you.